Hey guys, it is Monday here in West Virginia, so it's time for us to do our Mopar Monday. And with summer quickly approaching, with our first holiday weekend, the Memorial Day weekend, I figured right now would be a good time to unbox some campers. They're still Mopars, but they're Mopar trucks with camper tops from Greenlight, and they are really cool looking. We got two of them here. One is the Winnebago, which I think everybody's familiar with that name. And then the other one is just Explore More with camping, and it's got some generic camper top on it. Probably the most common looking camper top we've probably seen growing up, at least with myself growing up in the 80s and 90s, people with these camper tops on their trucks. That's probably the most common design that we would have seen. This Winnebago one's a little more elaborate with the way it looks. It's even got the front arch kind of like a truss on a house. So anyways, I bought these because of wanting to diversify my Dodge truck collection. I was going to stick predominantly with M2 machines with their 72 to 93 style truck. I do have the Hot Wheels Little Red Express, a couple different variants of it, but I really wanted to try out one of the long wheelbase trucks from Greenlight. So I just didn't want some plain old work truck. I wanted something a little more unique, so I found these ones with the camper tops. Pretty cool looking. So first we're gonna do the Winnebago one. So this is a nice backdrop, like of a mountain terrain, maybe, I don't know, Colorado, something like that. Maybe the Rocky Mountains. You see a little bit of snow up toward the top. Then you got your green grass and pine trees. Very nice background with the Winnebago logo. And this is a hobby exclusive one. And this is a 1990 Dodge Ram D 250 with Winnebago slide-in camper. And this will be my newest of the 72 to 93 style Dodge trucks that I have in my collection. So as you can see, they're pretty much the same as they were back in 72, except for grills. That's pretty much the only thing. I don't know if you guys knew this. I learned this from dealing in Mopar parts at swap meets and such. I used to get the marker lights for 72 on up Mopars and sell them at the swap meets because you could still get them over the counter at the Mopar parts store. At least you could back in, say, 2005 to 2007 era. And we would sell them there because it's the exact same part number on every single Mopar, Dodge, and Plymouth, probably Chrysler too. Passenger vehicle, you name it, Dusters, the A-bodies, the B-bodies, the Roadrunners, the Chargers, and then even the E-bodies, the Challengers and such. They were all the same marker light, including the trucks, the 72 to 93s. They all ran the same side marker light. How about that? That's a good way to save some money on production parts. You didn't have to have a different marker light for every single car. They used the same across the board for pretty much 20 years. So pretty cool way of saving money. And I'm sure they have other universal parts like that too, but that's the one that I was familiar with because it worked on all of your very popular muscle cars from 72 on up. So anyways, back to this guy. So turning him around, it just gives you a little brief story on Winnebago. Winnebago was first founded on February 12th, 1958 in Forest City, Iowa. In 1957, I think it's 57. I gotta get my eyes checked. 1967, I'm sorry. The company debuted the first Winnebago motorhome model with the launch of the F-17 based on a Ford chassis. By introducing automotive assembly line based production, Winnebago motorhomes were able to exceed competitors' production standards. So I guess that's what made them more popular, just because there was more of them available. So let's get this guy out. I've already cut around the edge here, so I can flip it up and tore it a little bit. But it's okay. I'm probably never going to put these back in the package. I just save them just in case I do want to display them packaged or not. Like the Dart we unboxed yesterday or 2 days ago, I went ahead and put him back in his package and hung him on the wall just because he's a little bit big. And the package is really cool on the Dart too. I liked it. So this is your Greenlight Dodge truck. So, not bad looking, but there's just something about the truck that doesn't look right with the bed. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe the camper top is making it look this way, but it looks like the wheelbase is way too long. I know it's an 8-foot bed, long wheelbase, but it looks like, I don't know, there should be a little bit less there. I know the short box is probably going to be like right there. So I don't know, starting right there where my thumb is. That looks about right for a short box right there. And that extra part, maybe, I mean, they say 6-foot bed versus 8-foot bed. It may be, but there's just something there that this looks odd compared to other long wheelbase trucks. Maybe it's the body lines of the Dodge. I don't know. As you can see, this body line here on the bed kind of dips down and gives it like that indented look where the bed meets the cab. The gold and brown, or gold and black, looks pretty good, the two-tone paint job. And then you got those conservative original hubcaps with black wall tires. Nice detail on the grill area. And this is, I think, a non-opening hood casting from Greenlight, which is fine by me. I think it helps keep the body lines in better formation, like they flow along together better without the opening parts, because sometimes the gaps are too big or the hood's tweaked and it doesn't close all the way. Run into that issue a lot with some of the M2 stuff. Nice detail on the grill. You got your bumperettes and your front bumper, detailed wipers, all your windshield trims there, and the front look of this Winnebago camper, the way it's designed, as I said, it looks like a house from the front view. So pretty cool design. And then you have a bunch of different windows here. The Winnebago logo, it's a W with the big long line on top. The back side, you have your door to get in, some marker lights, and then your brake light, turn signal lights, I guess that would be. And then your chrome rear bumper on the truck, pretty cool. And this is a metal on metal casting, and hey, it's numbered. And it's a low number too, 290. It's less than 500. I'm not sure how many they made. It didn't indicate on the package what it was limited to. So yeah, I'm looking here now. It doesn't say anything. So 290, it's not too bad. Too bad it wasn't a number on one of the RLC cars that's like 10,000 production at 290. That would make it worth a couple more bucks, I guess. But one thing cool about the Greenlights, the car is numbered, not just the package. Like with RLC, you're basically getting a numbered package, not a numbered car. So once you crack it open, it's just the car. But with the Greenlight, once you crack it open, it still maintains that number of production because it's stamped on the car. Pretty cool. So moving along to the more familiar camper that I've seen on a lot of trucks. I think my grandfather here in West Virginia, when we used to come and visit him when I lived in Ohio, had a Ford truck with this type of camper shell on it. I think it was a Ford truck. I may be wrong because it was like when I was 5 or 6 years old, so it's been a while. But yeah, I just remember seeing these camper tops a lot. So this also has a pretty cool background. Not as nice as the Winnebago one, because this is just done in black and white except for the red lettering for camping. It's also a hobby exclusive. And then on the back side, no write-up or anything, just camping Dodge trucks, which is pretty cool. And then you have your licensing stuff, or to find Greenlight online, and so forth. So let's get him out and take a look at him. Alright, and then This video is going a little bit longer because I wanted to tell you guys about that feature, the marker lights, since we are on the topic of the lights and such on the vehicles. So this, I'm sorry, I didn't even tell you the year of this one. This one is a 1981 Dodge Ram D250 Royal with large camper. I guess in my opinion, that's like the standard camper. I wouldn't really call it large, but I would call it just standard. But anyways, this two-tone paint job is one that I really dig. M2 has done a couple other short wheelbase trucks like this, where the rocker area and the roof is just actually the roof top and the B pillar of the roof is white or another color, and then you have the majority of the vehicle in another color. So this maroon and white looks really cool. They had one in their auto hauler series, M2 did. I'm not talking about Greenlight now, but with M2 they had the two-tone green one in their auto hauler set that was cool. And then there's another one in the I forget what it is. It's the I think it's the O'Reilly's exclusive. It's a brown or butterscotch and white one. Pretty cool. I think there's even another model kit coming up that I just seen on IG yesterday. That's going to be that just kind of two-tone paint job. So nice detail on the grill once again. This one doesn't have the bigger bumperettes like the 1990 did. So pretty cool. Pretty much the same kind of hubcaps though. And then your marker lights, brake lights, backup lights, all that are there. The man door back there, and then just a little side window, and that's it. It's not so elaborate like the Winnebago one. The Winnebago one is the one that I would call the large camper top. This one on the Maroon 81, I would just call it your standard camper top. But anyways, these are nice. The axles are not bent that much. I mean, a little wobble, but nothing major at all. So Greenlight did a good job on that. I'm just kind of questioning the wheelbase on this truck. It just looks odd. I'm going to have to see one of their Chevy, like square body, the newer releases of the long wheelbase, and then maybe a long wheelbase Ford truck from them and just see, and maybe look at some pictures online. But it just looks really big between the cab and the rear tire. I know that's where you make up that long bed at here to make it a long wheelbase, is you add it in this area, but it just looks too big to me. I don't know, just maybe me. But anyways, guys, that's it for our Mopar Monday. Not sure if we'll be back in the midweek to bring you a video. If not, we'll definitely be back on Friday for our Free It Friday. So if I don't see you before Friday, enjoy your week, guys. Thanks for watching.